Hi guys, it's Drew with Northridge Community Church. I am going to teach you guys my favorite miking technique of an electric guitar, and that is with two SM57s, two good old Shure SM57s. And I'm going to go ahead and pan over here to a photo of this. So this is how I mic the electric guitar. And I have two SM57s, and I'll explain how I have the microphone space. But basically, I place both of these in the same spot on the speaker. So if you're going to be having the microphones mic'd on the speaker on the bottom, you'll want to have them horizontal. Or if you're micing them on the side of the speaker, you'll want to have them vertical. Basically, try and get them in the same vicinity on the speaker that you can. And since it's a circle, it works pretty well. But have the two microphones on separate stands. And I'm going to go ahead and come back to the video here. Have the two microphones on separate stands and have them not touching each other, because if they touch each other, you know, any little vibration would make them click together. But basically, we take the two microphones and we pull one of the microphones back the length of one capsule. So it creates about an inch. And so then we take these two microphones, bring them into the console, and do the same processing to both channels. Treat it as one channel. And so if you pan the guitar a little bit to the right, make sure you do the same amount of panning to the other channel. So actually, what I do here on the X32 is I actually link these two channels, and then whenever you link it, it automatically will pan each channel right and left, so you'll want to center those out in the panning. But then when I link them on the board, then whatever EQ I'm going to be doing to the mics happens to each of them equally. And so you want to treat both of these as one mic. So whatever you do to one, you'll want to do to the other. Treat this as one mic. Okay, so now that we have that figured out, what ends up happening is a comb filter happens. So the speaker is vibrating, and it hits this mic first, and then a split second later, it hits this mic. And so these interact with each other and causes a comb filter because you have a time delay or phase. And so this discrepancy is called a comb filter, and it basically boosts and cuts certain frequencies throughout the frequency spectrum. And with electric guitar, it's awesome. But the other thing that it does is it doubles the surface area of your microphone. So instead of just having one microphone, you now have two microphones. So you've doubled the surface area, making it a lot more susceptible to the low end because you have in essence, a bigger mass to move. Okay, so enough talking. Let me go ahead and play some music. So I'm going to just give you guys an example here. I'll mute the vocals and... All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you listen to the first microphone for a little bit, and then the second microphone for a little bit, and then I'm going to actually put in both microphones together. So let me go ahead and zoom in on this channel. And yes, I know I have it labeled Orchestra 1 or Orchestra 3 and 4. I just lazy and didn't want to retitle them. All right, so here we go. This is microphone 1. So I'm going to take this one and turn it down. All right. And here is microphone 2. So we're going to take this microphone down, turn the other one up. Now I had a little bit of a difference on the mics, but so all right. So now we're going to listen to this with both microphones up. So, you know, one microphone sounds great, the other microphone sounds great. I could have done a little bit better placement on the two microphones, but now let's listen to both of these together. So that's a definite improvement. Maybe there's a little bit too much mid-range, and I'd probably cut that out in EQ or do a little bit better placement on the microphones. But, you know, comparing one microphone to the other, it's just crazy. There you go. So that is how I do my miking of the electric guitar, and it works well in any of the other genres too, instead of just like this crazy heavy guitar tone. And let's go to another spot where we can kind of show that. All right, this would be a good spot. There's just one microphone. There's the other microphone. And here's both microphones together. One microphone, the other microphone, both. So it's very subtle, but I love the way that it makes the electric guitar sound. So one more time, take the two microphones, pull one of them back, bring both of them into the board, do the same processing to each mic, and just have fun with it. Now, one thing that I did here at Northridge is we have one of our guitar amps actually underneath the stage, and so since we're a mono system, I didn't really need to. Since we're treating these as one microphone, basically I wired it so that the positive, so we attach the negative of the XLR to one microphone, and then the positive of this microphone then connects to the negative of this microphone, and then the positive comes out. So then we have our negative, positive, and then a ground in the center. And so we're basically wiring these in series. So this one, instead of a parallel with half the microphones, but series makes both of these work together, and then I bring that into one XLR cord, and I'll post a little photo here right now of this. So now these two microphones are now one. Now, yes, it is going to change the impedance of the microphone just a little bit. You can argue that if you want to, but it makes the two microphones one microphone. And now you can process this in one channel rather than taking up two channels on your board. So this is one way that you can do it, or you can just take the easy route if you have enough channels on your board and run one into each channel and process it like that. If you have any questions, feel free to post below. Thank you.